Hey y'all, so I'm gonna make like an Instagram post about this, but I don't know if I've really opened up to y'all much about how much I was struggling with fear. Like if you go back to my first few videos, I talked about it in warfare and all that. And like when I say really struggling with fear, like I was really struggling with fear. Like I'm just now in a place where I can sleep like peacefully. Like when I first moved to my house, I couldn't. And I was mad at God for a while because it was kind of like, you really moved me. And then it was like, I had to deal with all of this fear. Like I can't even sleep here. And I didn't go through that in the apartment, which kind of makes sense though, because I was so heavily into new age. And so the fear that I would experience, it would be like when the demons associated with what I was, looking at entertaining, they would come in and basically try to visit. But other than that, I could sleep. I started having like panic attacks when I moved in the house, but in my sleep. And so that wasn't cool. That wasn't fun at all. It's not funny. But also that in one of my counterfeit relationships, they were having night terrors. And I think a part of that was me spiritually connecting with that person, right? Like, we can get their demons, because I never dealt with that until I moved into my house, and I had started dating them when I moved into my house too. So it's kind of levels. Like I've always kind of been like a scary person, I guess you could say, but the way fear picked up and anxiety and panic, how they all increased in that season, like when I moved and when I was dating that person, like that was just, I don't believe in coincidences, right? And so God had to deliver me from that fear. And I thank him for that. Like even today, I seen somebody walk across my yard, and Megan, like my heart don't even pick up and beat fast and stuff the way that it used to. Like it takes a lot for my flight or fight to kick in the way that it used to, right? And so I seen somebody in my yard, and Megan would be like, oh my God, like call my daddy. I didn't bust outside. Like I'm so used to, I guess, shooting in my dreams. I really gotta chill, right? But I didn't bust outside, like, who are you? Like, what's happening? And it was the Wi-Fi guy, I think, or something. I think. Look, I'm looking out the window like, or do he just got that on? Because still 1,000% suspicious all the time. Anyways, I thanked God for it last night and then again today, because I'm like, I'm really not scary like that no more. Like, yes, thank God. And so I'm telling y'all all of this because the other night when I got on the community post and I asked for prayer, it was because I was beginning to feel overwhelmed, and it was a little bit of fear, so right? Whenever it tries it now, like I know what it feels like when fear is trying to settle on me, right? I know the responses. I know my physical response to fear. And so I posted, like, I know why God put Camp Rock, can't back down. There's too much at stake. This is serious. Don't walk away. We can't pretend it's not happening in our own backyard. So I have a specific assignment, and it was something that I was already doing when COVID started, but then I stopped, and I realized the other night when I was asking for prayer, I don't even think I knew what I was up against in taking on that assignment, right? And now I understand a lot more as to why different things had to be corrected in me. I had to be delivered from a lot of different things, because you can't fight something, destroy something that you are scared of, okay? Because you got to be able to boldly take authority over said thing. And so literally I was laying there and I started crying because I was so overwhelmed, and I was like, God, I don't know if I want to do this. Like, I don't know if I want to take this on. I see why a lot of people don't take on like this. And he told me, I gave you this territory to eradicate the demons. I have called you to eradicate demons. I don't know why God be giving me such intense vocabulary words, right? And so I was like, eradicate. I had to go Google it to make sure I knew what that meant, right? That means destroy, like completely destroy. So I'm laying there and I'm just like I hear him, and I try so hard now not to hear him and ignore him or hear him and walk away. And I'm like, Father, I hear you. And so I kind of was just like, I know y'all prayed for me. I appreciate it. I did read the scriptures and stuff the next morning. I felt renewed because it was a different type of warfare I was experiencing, like literally like a back down, like don't come over here. But I'm like, but God just told me I'm supposed to come over here so that I can destroy what you thought you had going on in this territory. Okay. Shout out to Pretty Boss. Like, I love her. And she released a word last night called spiritual assassin. And when I tell y'all, it was so much confirmation, just the title. And she was talking about how like it's levels to it, right? Like you can be a spiritual warrior, you know, spiritual G, but some of us are spiritual assassins. And I know that's me. Like literally, God had just told me the night before, I have called you, I have given you this territory to eradicate demons. So I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know what your assignment is. I don't know what demons are trying to get you to back down, you know, not take on your assignment, to be scared to go into that territory that God has given you, but do not back down. You are a threat, not just a threat. You are the threat. You are the destroyer. Okay. Eradicate demons. Okay. Like, whew. Low key, it's honestly the same feeling I used to get on Twitter. Help me, Holy Spirit. I used to like, I didn't like getting on Twitter, even though I knew God was telling me I was on Twitter to light it up, right? I didn't like getting on there because do y'all know how dark Twitter is? It is very dark. And I knew it wouldn't be received well. I knew when it would irritate people. Like I would have dreams of some of the people on my Twitter and they were just mad, right? It was the demons. And I didn't like it, but now I get on Twitter and you know, it ain't a thing. Like, I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to shed light and, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to light it up. That's my job over there. And so that's your job everywhere, though. Thank you, Holy Spirit, because I knew I was supposed to be recording something, but I didn't really know what was about to come out of my mouth, right? But that's our job. We light them up. Like, I was learning that in my spiritual warrior training, right? Like, light them up. That's what I'm causing you to do. And we at a new level now. Like, when I tell you I be killing in my dreams, I kill in my dreams. Like, whoop tail, take names, shoot first, ask questions later. Like, it's funny because anybody that knows me in real life, like, y'all, I've never been in a real fight, like a physical altercation in my whole entire life. So to be so kicked behind in the spirit, like really a G, don't play with me. It's so funny to me. Who would have thought God would use me, Megan, 5'2", scary her whole life, nervous her whole life, right? To eradicate demons. That's wild. Okay? Crazy. But God will never put you somewhere where he's not going to back you up. And that's what he's been telling me too. Like, girl, you got this through me. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Unstoppable, unleashed, unscathed, untouchable. He been giving me all those words, okay? Take on your territory. Take it on. Don't back down. I'm going to also add this in for somebody. Over the last 2 years, my combination of gifts, right? My spiritual gifts, the way that the Holy Spirit manifests in me, it honestly confused me and it overwhelmed me because I just didn't understand the combo. Like, why would you put all this together? Like, you know, but that really, that's me questioning how he made me, right? And he just told me, like, it's not a confusing combo. At least not to him, right? It is to the enemy. It's very confusing. But it's a deadly combination. Deadly. Eradicate demons. If this don't get you pumped, because I know when I was listening to Pretty Boss last night, I was like, sis, okay, God is telling me this. God is definitely telling me this. Yes. Okay, so, but yes, in the sense of I'm still hearing correctly, and he has given me that power and authority, okay? And he has given it to you as well.